Hi guys, today I'm gonna show you how you can make a crochet tote bag out of granny squares. You can basically use any granny square. I'm just gonna show you a really simple one, but if you want to use your own you can just skip ahead. I'm gonna be using this acrylic yarn, a needle, a 5mm hook, and of course scissors. This is the granny square I'm making. It should be about this big, 14 centimeters wide, or about like 5.5 or 5.6 inches. I'm gonna start with a magic circle. If you don't want to do a magic circle, you can just chain 4 and slip stitch to create a circle. We're just gonna pull through the yarn. Create a slip stitch to secure the ring. There you have it. I'm gonna chain 3. This is gonna count as our first double crochet. There we go. This is our first double crochet. We're gonna do another double crochet, and another one. Then we're gonna chain 3 to create a corner. Then we're gonna do another set of 3 double crochet. And I'm gonna chain 3 to create the next corner, and another set of 3 double crochet. Gonna chain 3 again to create our next corner, and another set of 3 double crochet. Gonna chain 3 to create the last corner. Then we're gonna just slip stitch into the first stitch. Then we're gonna pull through our yarn to secure the first round. I'm using green as my next color. I'm usually starting with a standing double crochet, but you can also chain 3 to create your first double crochet. You just make a slip stitch, yarn over, and then you're gonna start in one of the spaces. And then you're just gonna create a normal double crochet as you usually would. Then I'm gonna go to the next chain space, create a set of 3 double crochet. Chain 3 to create the corner. And another set of 3 double crochet. Then we're gonna go to the next chain space, do another set of 3 double crochet, a chain 3, and another set of 3 double crochet into the same chain space. So we have our next corner, and then we're going to go to our next chain space, do another set of 3 double crochet, a chain 3, and another set of 3 double crochet into the same chain space. Then we're going to go to the next chain space, another set of 3 double crochet, a chain 3, and then we're only gonna do 2 double crochet because we already have one. And then we're also gonna slip stitch into the top of the first stitch. I'm gonna be using brown as my next color. I'm gonna do the same I did in the last round, starting with a standing double crochet. Then I'm gonna go to the next chain space. And here I'm gonna do a set of 3 double crochet. In the corner I'm gonna do a set of 3 double crochet, a chain 3, and another set of 3 double crochet. Then we're gonna do another set of 3 double crochet into the next chain space. Then in the next corner we're gonna do another set of 3 double crochet, a chain 3, and another set of 3 double crochet. We're just gonna continue that pattern all around. And in the last corner, we're just gonna do 1 set of 3 double crochet, chain 3, and 2 more double crochet, and then just slip stitch into the first stitch of the round. And then you're just gonna continue with the pattern until you have the size you want. For my last round, I just did a round of half double crochet because my granny squares were already big enough, but I still wanted the grey in my pattern. And this just works the same as with the double crochet. You just crochet 3 half double crochet into the chain spaces, and the corner is a 3 double half double crochet, and then a chain 3 and another set of 3 half double crochet. So here I'm just making 3 half double crochet into every chain space. In the corner I'm doing 3 half double crochet, and then I'm gonna chain 3 and do another 3 half double crochet into the same space. in my last round I'm just gonna do a invisible join, because that makes it easier to then join the granny squares. I'm using the needle I have here, and you just pull the yarn through the last half double crochet, and then you're gonna stitch into the first stitch of the round, and then go back through the last stitch of the round, and then in the back you're just gonna weave in the end. I usually do like a small knot to secure it, and then I'm just gonna pull my yarn through the stitches. Then I'm gonna cut it off. For the pattern you need 13 granny squares, so I will meet you back here once you have your 13 granny squares. The invisible join that I'm gonna show you begins with the 3 chains in the corner. You're gonna work your yarn through the back loop only. You're gonna start with the second chain in the corner, and you're gonna come out through the last chain in the corner. And then you're gonna do the same on the other granny square. You're gonna go in through the back loop of the second chain of the corner. And then you're gonna come back through the last chain in the corner. Then you're gonna put your needle through the chain you came out of in the last step, and then you're gonna come out through the next stitch. The same on the other side. You're just gonna go in through the one you came out of in the last step, and then you're gonna come out of the next stitch, or like the stitch, the back loop of the next stitch. And you can just pull your yarn, and it's gonna give you this really seamless look. the right hand side you can see how you're supposed to attach the granny squares. I usually start with like 2 crosses and then the 3 remaining granny squares I'm gonna add later. And then you can also see where you're supposed to fold the back, and then how you can create the last seam that is gonna create the back. When you are near the end of like the first 2 granny squares, you're gonna basically do the same you did at the beginning. You're gonna work till you are through the middle of the chain free space, which means you're gonna work through the first chain of the chain space and come out through the second back loop of the chain space, and then you're gonna do the same on the other side. And this basically means that when you're like chaining the other side of the granny square, you're always gonna come out through the second back loop, and this gives you like a really nice seamless look. There we go, you can see how I did that there. Then we're gonna come out through the back loop of the second chain of the chain space. And here we're going in through our first back loop of the chain space, and then we're coming out of the second back loop of the chain space. And this is how it should look once you have attached all the granny squares. On the bottom you can see how you can calculate how many stitches you need for the shoulder straps. I usually crochet like 20 double crochet, and then I measure it, and then I go from there and use the measurements in this calculation. I'm just gonna create a border first, and for that I'm just gonna make a standing single crochet somewhere in the round. And then I'm just gonna create a round of single crochet. Once you're at the chain space of the corner, you're just gonna do 2 single crochet. You can do a chain space of 2 chains, but you can also just do 4 single crochet, whatever you prefer. And you're just gonna do a single crochet into every stitch. Once you're at the end of the round, you're gonna do a slip stitch into the first single crochet of the round, and then I'm gonna start with another round of single crochet, and this is the round where we're gonna chain the shoulder straps. So you should have your number of chains for the shoulder straps ready. On the right hand side you can see how you create the shoulder straps and like where you need to go. So we're at the critical corner here, and instead of continuing with the single crochet, we're just gonna start chaining how many chains you need for your shoulder strap. So yeah, that's where you create the shoulder strap. You just skip that bottom corner and attach your chain on the other side. Pay attention that you don't twist the cord. Once you are done with your chain, you're just gonna single crochet into the top of the corner there, and just gonna continue with the single crochet until you arrive at the point where you start your next chain of the next shoulder strap. Once you have finished that round, you're gonna slip stitch, and then you're gonna add a round of double crochet. So you're gonna chain 3 in the beginning, and then you're gonna continue with double crochet. And then we're gonna do some double crochet into the chains. I'm just gonna work through the back loop because it gives it like this really nice look. Then once you have double crochet in every chain, you're just gonna continue with the double crochet and also double crochet basically all the way around. You're gonna double crochet all the way around, and then you're gonna do a slip stitch into the first double crochet of the round. I'm just gonna do another round of single crochet to make the strap a little bit thicker. You can do that however you like. You can add another row of double crochet, you can add another round of half double crochet, it's like whatever you prefer. There you go. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time.